Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Spy Fiction. Last time, we disguised ourselves as Dietrich Troy and was successfully snuck by the General to get into the biochemical plant where Enigma is apparently creating lauder for their dastardly plans. We had found out earlier about the biochemical plant from what Kelly Wong told us about on board the Metropolis. And for whatever reason, after we were captured by Enigma, they decided to take us to Columbia, right where their biochemical plant is. So that was convenient, because now that gives us the opportunity to sneak inside and destroy Lauder. They're not a very good terrorist organization.
The existence of the biochemical plant is confirmed. Here is your new mission. Locate the bioculture vats inside the plant and destroy Lauder. If this deadly virus is deployed, Enigma could rule the world. The CIA will mop up the mess at the base HQ. They'll go in when the virus is destroyed. Samuel's connections are quite useful. Listen carefully. This is how the virus must be destroyed. We found the method in Kaysen's files. Follow these 2 steps. First, shut down the shield protecting the bioculture vats. The shield's control panel is locked with a 512-bit code. It would take the HQ computer hours and hours to crack the code. We don't have that kind of time. Luckily, Kaysen designed the shield, so it's likely to have a flaw. Find it and shut it down. When the shield is disabled, activate the antibacterial strobe. This newly developed device employs pulse technology. It releases ultraviolet light in massive doses. It is quite lethal. Lauder won't survive the blast. Press the button in the control room to activate it. Is that clear?
Right, Lauder is kept in the same room as the thing that kills it. Got it.
Team, the CIA briefed us on Douglas Lysander. He is extremely dangerous. As a teenager, he lied about his age to join the Green Berets. He served in Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia with a covert ops unit. He's been decorated so often there's no room left on his uniform. Before the fall of Saigon, he was taken POW. The U.S. disavowed any knowledge. He escaped the Viet Cong with a raging hatred for the U.S. Lysander has ties with every paramilitary and terrorist group from Russia to Iraq. He's the general at Dante's Inferno. The man's the demon of death, with a huge axe to grind, a time bomb waiting to explode. Avoid confrontation at all costs.
Alright, so we've gotten a little bit of background on the General. It looks like his motivation is revenge against the U.S. for leaving him at Vietnam. Now here we are in the biochemical plant, and unfortunately, since it's a new level, that means we've lost all of our disguises, so we can't walk around as Dietrich Troy. As usual, we'll have to pick up disguises on the mission. Well, the General always did seem like an angry, disillusioned man, even in Greenvale. I guess being abandoned by your government can do that to someone. But like Eve said, we are not to engage the General in combat. We're to try to stay as far away from him as possible. But we know that he's hanging around here somewhere, because we did see him, I believe we did see him go into the biochemical plant at the end of the previous mission. But whatever, right now our priority is to find out where they're keeping Lauder. As Eve said, it's being kept in these bioculture vats where it's grown. The place where we are right now does not exactly seem like a laboratory or a place where you would cultivate a virus, though, does it? So it looks like we're going to need to take a look around until we find whatever this area is. And I think that we did see it on that loading screen before. We did see Sheila in a more sterile-looking place with some purple vats. And there's a few garbologies hidden off to the sides, as you can see. Not too many guys hanging around, though. which is to our advantage.
We got a major problem.
What's the matter, eh?
The ship isn't stable.
What? What are you talking about?
I made a call from the control room on my satellite phone.
What happened?
All of a sudden, the bacteria detector goes off.
The ship fluctuated. The phone must have interfered with the controls.
Alright, so... a clue. A cell phone interfered with the shield that's guarding Lauder. And by the way, I do
Must be getting tired.
Of course you are. Must be getting less Colombian as well. Uh-huh. I like how Eve assumes that there must be a problem with the shield because Kaysen designed it.
The General's favorite weapon is as deadly as he's beautiful. It's called the Golden Butterfly. One fleet, that's it.
Yeah, we saw that in action in the last level, where the General popped a couple of his own guys because they let the, Billy Warshila escape.
Must be getting tired.
Of course. But, wasn't it earlier in the game that Kaysen was seen as being, pretty intelligent, since he was developing Lauder? Must be getting tired. And now, apparently, we have such a low opinion of him that we assume that the shield must not work properly because he designed it. Were we here already? Yeah, we're already in that one. So I guess Kaysen's stock has dropped quite a lot. At least we have an idea of what we might do once we come across Lauder. Since that one guy let's wait for him. Let's wait for him to turn around so we can punch this lock off. That'll arouse his suspicion if he sees us doing that, of course. So just wait until he turns. But yeah, from what that one guy said, we know. Uh-oh. Eve said we do not want to get close to him. But it seems like getting his disguise data could come in handy. And we usually do take a picture of everyone we come across, so let's do that. However, if we do use our 3D camera, he will notice that and call us out. So the wall camera is much better. He doesn't see that. We probably might also want to get his voice data, if that will come in handy.
These gorillas don't have vision. Who cares about a revolution in this two-bit backwater? World domination. Now that's a goal.
Well, he does have a point. It's not like Phantom actually cares about the situation of what's happening in Colombia. They're only here because of Lauder. Still, I thought his motivation was revenge, not world domination.
Who are you?
Just hiding in the cabinet, sir. Fortunately, he doesn't. He has a low attention span just like anyone else. It's just a gorilla reading his sports weekly. And likewise, we don't want him to see us do this. So yeah, this complex is made up of a few hallways, all looking kind of the same. But we know that Lauder is being hidden around here somewhere. This game is very quiet, isn't it? There's really no music. I mentioned that a little bit last time. But don't you think this game would be a lot more, I don't know, maybe atmospheric if there was some music playing or something? I guess it's trying to be realistic. But it kinda has the effect of making everything seem a little dull, I think.
Where are your orders? Break them out!
We don't have orders. So he won't let us through that door, which means that's the door we have to get through. So who do you think that guard would let through the door? Well, he won't keep the general out, I think.
General Lysander, only trained technicians allowed beyond this point, sir.
What? He's going to stop the general from going inside? I don't think anyone stops the general from going where he wants to go.
I'm sorry, General. I can't let you pass. Freeze! Show me some ID. You're acting strange.
There you are. You can't hide from me.
So, okay, the general's not the right costume we want. We're gonna have to walk around until we find the proper costume that is gonna let us...
Who are you?
Okay, yeah...
No, who are you? Your worst nightmare, scum! In your dreams, arrest this maggot! Sleep tight. Guards, kill this punk!
Aha! There you are. Get him.
Right, so you do have to be careful if you're gonna run around in this place as the general. Like with other named characters, his is the most secure disguise unless you run into him. Then it's instant game over.
Must be getting tired.
Alright, so who might be able to go into that locked door? Well, they did say only trained technicians, and this guy's wearing a white coat. That must mean he's a scientist, because no one else wears white coats.
Must be getting tired.
I wonder how many times we've heard that so far in the game.
The pay here is great, but this jungle duty is getting to me. How can anyone do research in this heat? It's stifling, hard, humid. The optimal conditions to culture the ladder virus.
What? A virus that needs heat and humidity to grow? The place they're growing it is hot and humid?
Getting tired.
And tiring. Okay, let's just sneak around the general and change into our new costume that we're going to need to get by the locked door.
Who are you?
Just doing some chemistry. Pouring stuff into beakers out in the middle of the hallway. Okay, so we got our proper costume. We can now get past that... Oh yeah, what is Billy doing so far? We haven't seen much of him.
Must be getting tired.
Mm-hmm.
Must be getting tired. 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 Must be getting tired.
Maybe I should keep a counter on that. How many times we hear that line. Anyway, we got our technician costume. Let's just get into the lab.
1 second. I'll open it.
Well, I've never seen you before, but you're wearing a white coat.
When you're inside, don't move until the sterilization process is done. Sterilization complete. You can come in.
Alright, great, we're in. So now we can get about finding those purple vats. And trying to shut down that shield that protects them. So we can destroy... Hold on. So we're wearing a scientist costume, but we see someone who's even more scientific here in this room. Let's get a picture of him. As we go into the Lauder Labs, that'll be a more secure costume than what we're wearing right now. Don't mind me. Alright, let's head inside. Yeah, see, we fit right in with everyone else. Everyone's doing a whole lot of chemistry. And there are a whole lot of civilians in this room. I guess it's a good thing Billy's not here.
There's a problem with the shield. It shut down for 45 seconds.
By itself?
There's a problem with the shield.
Hey.
It shut down for 40...
Guess it was nothing.
Oh, they interrupted us. Let's hear about that problem with the shield. It shut down for 45 seconds.
It shut down for 45 seconds.
By itself?
It was almost a disaster. A broken bacteria sensor tripped the system. It was shorted out by an electrical field.
Good grief!
Someone must have used a cell phone or radio in the control room.
Why weren't we warned?
No one knew. I guess it's a design flaw.
You mean anyone with their phone can shut down a shield?
Alright, further establishing that the shield's weakness are cell phones, but we don't have a cell phone. We do have whatever the device is that we use to contact Eve, as well as Samuel, Nicholas, and Michael, but as far as I know, that doesn't seem to be a cell phone. Didn't never actually establish what it is that we use to contact them, but it was part of our stuff that we picked up when we got our stuff back in the last level.
Doesn't anything work around here? The control panel's damaged.
But like I said, there are a lot of civilians in this laboratory. I wonder how Billy Bishop would have reacted to that.
If it isn't the jammer, use that to gum up electronic sensors for a while. You'll be jamming big time. Hold down the square button and let go to throw it. A little present for you.
I'm a genius. I invented a cell phone. Okay, so now we do have a cell phone so we can block the shield. And we can see at these windows here those purple vats filled with lauder.
The control panel regulates the bioculture vats. Disable it and shut down the shield. Create an electric field. Do you have anything you can use?
Yeah, we do have something we can use because for whatever reason someone put those cell phones in the same room as lauder. So let's use them. Well, it's not a typical cell phone. It's a... Well, hold on, let's see if we can throw it through here. No. Well, let's have a close-up look at it. So that's what the jammer is. It looks like a cell phone, but it emits a discharge that blocks electrical fields, I suppose. You need to throw it through that little opening. Yeah, it kind of creates this little kind of green haze, kind of static across the screen, which is a little annoying. Let's see if we can get better aim this time. Toss it through there. Third time. Great, the shield's disabled. Now, as we heard before, there's something in here, a control panel we need to use. That has... here it is, and it's broken. Well, we know what we can do with that to fix it.
Out of there. The CIA's F-117s are preparing to attack. They are ready to rumble. They won't be held responsible if you don't bail out. The rendezvous is the Waterfall Cave. Report as soon as you can.
And just like that, Lauder's dead. So much for Enigma's master plan. That was pretty easy and really had no trouble at all doing it. But let's just go back in for a second, because if we do, there's another briefcase of jammers here, and there's nothing we can really do with the jammers right now, but I think maybe it might come in handy. If you notice, there's a briefcase across this little gap right here. I wasn't sure for a long time how to get that, and then I figured that the spider grips can do a bit more than I thought they could. Yeah, there it is over there. Because with the spider grips, we can do this. So it's a little bit better than I thought they were. Right, the jammers, you don't get them too often in the game. It's a pretty rare item, I think so, as far as I remember. I only can think of a couple places where you get them. And that's kind of reasonable because there are not too many reasons to use them. There is one particular thing you might want to use them for at some point, which we'll find out pretty far. Actually, not anytime soon, but a while later on. Oh, we're in alert, so that door is locked. Fortunately, we can just turn that off. Okay, so now that we're here with the soldiers, they're going to be on alert, but fortunately our costume's not wanted, so no big deal. Yeah, so...
Must be getting time.
So how about that whole thing about just killing Lauder just like that? Yeah, it's dead. Maybe Kaysen should have made the shield so it wouldn't go down if someone turned on a cell phone next to it. And they said that this was the only place where Lauder was being produced, so that's the whole worldwide supply of it right there, isn't it?
Must be getting tired.
So, like Samuel said, the CIA is getting ready to bomb the place now that Lauder is dead. And we have to get out of here before they arrive. We don't have a time limit right now. But Samuel said the rendezvous was getting tired. The rendezvous is going to be at the Waterfall Cave.
Stand still, will ya?
We have to get back to where we were.
I guess you check out. Go ahead.
Back at the beginning, where we started the level, there was a locked door. But if we go to it now, we'll be able to get out of this place. And being that all these hallways... Oh, here we... Hey. Why are you pointing the gun at me? You knocked me down. You're the one acting suspiciously.
Will ya? I guess you check out. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe we should get out of the way of this laser. Because if... It doesn't seem to care if you're an ally. Okay, so the door's right here. Let's just change into something more secure, but the door's right here. Unfortunately... What? The general just likes to dive into cabinets. From time to time. Yeah, since we're on alert, that door's locked, so we do have to wait for the alert to end. Or we could just fast forward a bit to the point where the alert actually ends instead of just waiting through this. There we go.
All clear. All squadrons are...
Alright, so we weren't able to get in here before. Oh, boxes. Yeah, I guess we have to smash them. More garbologies. So yeah, so much for Enigma, huh? Their big plan really was really easily foiled. And it's all because they took us here, of all places, after they captured us. Still no real explanation as to why they did that. Well, here's a new area, and if we look around... Well, these must be those ICBMs that we heard about before. It looks like they're stowed here. And, do you hear that? Some kind of banging sound. Well, let's take a look around and see what we can find. So apparently the bit about Kelly Wong and Enigma, I suppose, having ICBMs was true. I wonder if those other things about having fighter jets and a German satellite were true as well. A TV camera. As well as a nice backdrop with Enigma's logo. Looks like they filmed some videos here. Yeah. Spotlight, some TV monitors. Looks like their media room. Oh, new gun. This gun, I'm pretty sure it's not too much different from what we already have, so it's no big deal, but new gun. It's like a bean curry. It's important memorandums about bean curry. Oh, items. So I guess when Enigma makes their terrorist videos, that's the room they do them from. Something I hadn't noticed before was, can shoot those crates over there. This lets you jump over to that other side for some additional items and ammunition. Though it's not... Oh, that banging sound sounds louder. No, we can't jump it from there. Gonna have to go back up. Yeah, that's... Banging sound's getting real loud now. Might want to see what that is at some point. Let's try that again. This is a long jump. Have to get right to the edge and fall. One more time. Got it. And all that's up here is just some ammo if you need it. Which we always do need some more ammo. I don't think there's any garbology here, even though there's a whole bunch of cans. I don't think you can jump into any of them, unfortunately. But maybe... Yeah, that banging sound. Looks like it's coming from there. Maybe we should shoot that lock off and see what happens.
Nicholas, where have you been? Are you all right?
Just a little stiff. I've got killer intel. Dr. Coleman is being detained in the underground prison.
The developer of Lauder?
Yes, our genius.
Bad timing. The CIA has F-117 standing by, ready to pound this place into the ground.
What?
Yeah, whether we're here or not.
Damn, we can't bug out of here and let Dr. Coleman die. You've got to rescue the doc. I'll try to hold off the CIA.
Consider it done.
If you pull it off, I owe you. You can get to the underground prison by the emergency stairwell back there.
I'll be right back.
I'll stop the CIA. Go to the prison and rescue the doctor. Back in the hole.
Alright, great. We found Nick. However, it turns out there is something we have to...
Not